Your doorbell ring at 10 o'clock too?
No, but it rings with that tone.
There you go.
There you go.
That's pretty.
We're live on YouTube, Madam Chairman.
Okay, the special call meeting of the Calvert City Cemetery Board is called to order at 10 o'clock on Wednesday, April 29th. We are by live video teleconference. And the first thing we need to do is approve minutes. Has everyone been able to read the minutes?
If you will also make a note that we do have a quorum and who's present.
Okay, we do have a quorum present. Mike Harrell, Kim Steele, Jana Jordan. Others present, I guess Greg Northcutt and John Ward and Holly Turley. And is that it? Is Nick
Blair
around?
Travis. Blair Travis.
And Blair's on it? Oh, okay. I didn't know Blair was staying on the meeting. Blair
She's-
Travis.
She's muted and everything, but she's still back there.
Oh, okay. Is Nick there? John, is Nick there?
No, Nick is not here today. There was really nothing
So
for
that-
him to report, and so he just stayed out in the field.
Okay, so that's everybody then, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, we need to approve the minutes. Has everyone had a chance to read them? Mike did? Yeah. Kim did? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Were there any questions or additions to the minutes?
I don't have any.
Yes. Okay. Mike, you okay with it?
I'm fine with it.
He says yes. So, so we need a motion to accept the minutes from the February 24th regular meeting.
Motion to accept?
Okay, Kim's going to make the motion to accept the minutes. Mike, you're gonna have to second. Mike seconds. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, so the minutes have been read and approved. Okay, Mr. Ward, I think you're on for the budget update and review.
As far as budget updates go, we are really in pretty good shape right now. Our budget, we have not expended but about $10,000 of our $50,000 budget. We do have a large income or outflow coming in with the tree trimming. They've got what's left of the big double tree on the in section A of the cemetery. They had to actually go back and get an 80-foot lift to get to the top of that thing to take it down piece by piece. So I think they've got about one more day and they should finish up. They've done a nice job. That's going to be a chunk of change. And then we still have mowing. Right now, Mr. Justin Weathers, I believe it is, with Fairway Lawn Care, is going to be is getting the contract to mow. And once it's completed and ready to sign, then we'll take the guys of the street guys, the parks guys out of there and let the other mowing begin. So, but that's going to be really our expenses for the rest of the year, those right there.
Where are they from, John? The Fairway Lawn Care?
This area, Marshall County. I say that they work in this area. Justin actually worked for Jake, the brothers mowing for a while. And that's where they got their training. He got his training before he went on his own. And actually Jake helped him go out on his own. And Jake gave a real good recommendation for the young man. So
Oh, that's good. That's good.
so they did not bid this year or did not quote the package this year because they're cutting back. Right now, it's just going to be Jake and his brother mowing. And so they're not hiring anybody else at the moment. And so that's they've actually reduced their mowing load so that they could maintain it. So they said when they get someone good like Justin, they get some training, they're ready to go out and do their own thing. And said, they understood. So, and I told him, I said, well, when you get ready to come back to the governmental world or other, just let me know. We'll
Yeah,
let you,
well-
we'll let you, back in on all that, quoting business. So that's kind of where we stand with that one. The lights, we are waiting for new bulbs to come in. We had kind of a wiring snafu when we first put them in. And so we're having to replace some stuff. So that's on the way. I don't know when it'll be in, but it's on the way. And the pumps, the submersible bubblers, after leading me to believe, or maybe I just misunderstood the gentleman.
I told you I had a doorbell like that.
Wow.
Bill's not in here. Hang on. I'll be right back.
I will wait till she returns. Gracious me. Greg, I think that's louder than your clock chime.
I think you're right.
I'm
I
so
muted
sorry.
because Deanne was on the phone. She's
I'm
making noise
sorry.
there, talking and interrupting the flow.
Okay. And so what happened with that, we wound up ordering some new parts to get them in. And
I'm here. I can hear you.
I know, but they can't see you. So,
Oh, okay.
okay. So they're on their way. And that's really what we lack as far as that goes. We don't have any other projects going other than maybe doing some headstone restoration. But their budget is in good shape.
Okay. Well, that sounds good. So anything else that we need to do on that?
Not at this time. And like I said, I asked Nick about it. He said he didn't have anything to bring before the board either. So
Your windows are down on your truck. I don't know. Randy came by to tell me. Sorry, I'm busy. Nothing like being at home.
correct.
This is
The-
Jimmy Fallon all over again.
The upcoming
Jimmy
budget.
Fallon, let me tell you, if I'm not funnier than Jimmy Fallon is at home, I think I'll quit.
Well,
Anyway,
I'll let you,
Okay.
I'll let you make that call, Janet.
I don't have anybody holding up my signs for me or anything. Bill's out back. So, and the dog refuses to do it. Anyway. Oh my, okay. All right. So Nick doesn't see anything as far as what we need to be doing.
I'm sorry.
Hello? I
Say
said
it
Nick
again.
doesn't have anything?
No.
Did you say he did not have? Okay.
He does not.
I was out there yesterday, John. Is that just a big limbless tree? Is that all that was going on yesterday? Is it taking down that great big tree?
Yeah, that's what they're doing.
It'd be
That's
more-
part of the tree removal and that we did the quotes on those for tree removal and tree trimming in the cemetery.
Was that a
And that's
dead
part
tree?
of it. Yeah, that's the one that fell and busted up some headstones.
Oh, okay.
So that's the
Okay.
problem with That's the problem with trees in the cemetery. They have a tendency to do damage.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, well.
but anyway, that they actually had to go in and get a special lift for that tree to take it down properly because of the way it was located. And they had to go get an 80-foot lift, and it was extended to the max.
I saw it. It was a
It
monster.
was way up there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they've got that much of it. They've got probably another day's worth of work to get that done. And really, that's all for this year's budget as far as that goes. I mean, the money that we budgeted is more than ample. So if you want to move forward into the next year's budget, then we can do that if you wish.
Sounds good to me. Everybody else okay? Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. I feel like a bobblehead. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. All right.
My thought at this point was just to continue on with the same budget that we've had last couple of years. It's been more than adequate, and if we've had any issues, we've been able to cover it with that. That continues keeping tree trimming allotment in there, mowing and lawn care allotment, material or maintenance, funding and stuff of that nature, agricultural supplies for spraying, the fountain, items like that. So everything we've done, we've had more than ample coverage for that. That 50,000 has been more than enough. At some point in time, unless we have a major project coming, we may even consider reducing it some more. If we're spending 25 to 30,000 a year instead of 50, then it wouldn't be a problem to reduce it some. But at this point in time, I'm guessing we just go ahead and move forward with the same thing unless you guys have some projects that I'm not aware of. And that's what I would throw out to you now is, do you have projects that you are interested in doing?
Have we just put on hold the benches around the columbarium? Or is that,
Because of the pricing, yes.
Yeah.
The money is there. I mean, that we've got the money, but the right now they're asking about 4 times what we originally got
yeah,
quotes at $200 a piece. And now one bench is the cost of what all 4 of them was going to be. So the embargoes, the tariffs, now the virus, all these
Yeah.
items are creating a high cost on the marble and granite because it's coming over from overseas or from outside the country, most of it.
mm-hmm.
So
Mike
that's
or
been the
Kim,
big-
do you all have anything? Mike, Kim, do you have anything that you can think of?
I expect to
Not that I
keep
can think of.
I expect to keep the monies for the benches in there so that at that point in time, when it does get down to reasonable, if it doesn't come down to reasonable, we may wind up going and moving forward if that's what you want to do. But that's kind of where I'm standing on that. But the wall's in good shape. The trees are getting in good shape. The driveways are in good shape, parking.
Arrows,
There's some, I'm sorry.
arrows on the road.
Yes. Speaking of arrows on the road, that would be in the previous. We've actually getting quotes from Central Paving. So apparently they've got somebody that can do the striping. So we may be able to finish that up this year. We've got the money. So if we get the quotes in and they're reasonable, we'll go ahead and move forward with that this year. If not, we'll have the money in, based on what I'm seeing, same amount of money, we'll have it for next year if for some reason we can't do it this year. But yes, that is in there. We're working on that currently. So, and I talked with Jeff, and Jeff said that he didn't have any special projects and he thought that keeping the same amount or trying to keep the same amount in case we did have something we wanted to utilize down the road or do something special or needed to, we would have it. So he was okay with that as well. But that's just passing on what he told me in the phone call.
We're going to need some landscaping around the columbarium, I think, some kind, aren't we?
Yes.
But are
Yeah.
we waiting until we get the benches before we do that? And of course, the time of year, I don't know how that affects.
More so time of year. I
Yeah.
think last year we were thinking about the benches, but we don't have to wait on the landscaping for the benches. The biggest thing
Mhm.
is what time of year to plant them. And,
Mhm.
this fall would be a good time to plant,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll have enough money in there to do that.
Okay.
I mean, that we had 50,000 budgeted. Like I said, if we reach the 30,000 mark, well, I expect us to be somewhere between around 30,000. But again, that's mowing
Mhm.
the trees and stuff. We're at 10,000 roughly right now. So that the trees and whatever mowing is left this season. So
Yeah.
that's what I expect it to be, is somewhere in that range.
Yeah. Later. I'm on a call. I'll call you later. Okay, bye. Sorry. My secretary's outside.
So yeah, I think we'll have enough, there's gonna be some money in there to take care of that as well.
Okay, well, that's good.
So,
Can you all think of anything else? Hello, Mike, Kim. Can you all think of anything else?
No,
No.
so you're good with going ahead and proceeding with the same amount of money for next year that we have this year?
I think so. What do you two
Okay.
think?
yeah, I'm good with that, keeping the same.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, I mean, here's the thing with Lynn, we're not sure how revenues are going to go just yet. We're still trying to do some research to do the predictions. So we don't know what we're going to be short, if any. I'm sure there'll be some shortage, but we're not sure what it is or how drastic. It really depends on how fast people get back to work.
Mhm.
So right now we keep it status quo. And if we need to, we can go back and ask for, if we need it, possibly a budget amendment or something of that nature. That's what the mayor's kind of looking at overall.
Mhm. Well, I mean,
So-
that's understandable. I think everyone right now is not sure what's going on. So we just have to go with what we can.
So if you all will give me some kind of a motion to just continue on next year as this year with the same total amount of money, the same 50,000, and for our standard maintenance and care, and we'll move forward with that.
Okay. Can I make the motion?
It should be one of the other two.
Okay, one of the other two, do it. Mike Carroll.
Mike makes the motion.
A
And
second.
Kim will second. There you go. All in favor? Aye.
Okay. Thank you, folks. I can utilize that then and I'll pull those figures together. And like I said, we can work with it. That gives us a $50,000 budget that we can utilize overall if it's approved. And I don't expect that it wouldn't be unless we come back and find that our revenues are going to be drastically cut. Or we think that that's going to happen.
Uh-huh.
That would be the only possibility I think of a change. So, I will make sure that the chairman knows and the board knows that whenever we get ready to have the budget workshop with the council, if we're still running it with the Zoom, that you guys are noted. And so maybe a couple of members of the chairs anyway, or representative of the board can be available for questions and discussion.
Okay. Sounds
Okay.
good.
All right. Greg, do you have anything? Okay.
Sounds like y'all taking care of the business.
You woke him up, John.
I'm not,
He hadn't quit working.
I'm trying to sleep, but it's not working too well.
I talk too much.
Hey, it's the same thing around here. I could go all week and never have anybody at the door or the phone ring. And then it both happens right now. That's okay. Anyway, but I
How's your
guess
new
that's
pup
it.
doing?
Oh, everybody's here's good.
Good.
Everybody else, I know Mike's good. I saw him. We did a socially distancing walk yesterday through the cemetery. Noticed all the tree cutting. So, but yeah, we're all good. I hope everybody else is too.
Kim, everything good in your family?
Yep, so far so good.
I know Mike's good.
I haven't seen
Yeah.
anybody but Deanne and Leanne in weeks, so I have no idea if I'm good or not. They tell me I'm acceptable. They don't want me to they don't want me to get big headed about it, so they just tell me I'm acceptable.
Well, that's better than being unacceptable, Greg, you know?
That's the way I've got it figured.
Okay.
The animals hadn't run off, so I guess I'm doing all right. So,
Oh, well, good. That's good.
all right, Madam Chairman, I guess that's all we have on the
right.
agenda.
Do I have a motion to adjourn? One of
Sure.
you. Mike will, thumbs up.
I'll
Kim
second.
seconds. There we go. On favor, we are adjourning at, according to my clock, 10:19.